Alrighty. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Man, it's nice to sometimes it's nice to live stream on a Friday when God, the weather's just so gorgeous right now. Everything is just perfect. I call this flying weather. And it seems like we always get the drones like right in the spring. And for me, it's just so inconvenient because it's so hot so fast. And and I get such welcoming weather. Um, this time of year. I mean, it's just perfect. It's like 80 degrees out. There hasn't been like wind at all in the evening. I mean, it's just been gorgeous. Um, we did get a huge windstorm that blew the crap out of us when we had a little bit of a weather switch. But yeah, Friday. Probably the big news today is the release, well, the near release of the new goggles, which are going to be called the N3. And I really don't know what to expect. It just seems like we're just getting another set of these. I say Avant Avatar. I was going to say Avatar, but really I wanted to say was Integra like goggles. But if you remember the Integras, they were not cheap. They weren't like free. I believe they were almost $400, and these are supposed to be under 300. So they're skimping on the cost. So um the probably the best information that I've heard so far on these goggles is for people like me that have glasses. I'll be able to look at that. It can, yeah, 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 yeah. It's like a lens for TikTok or something. But yeah, I'll probably buy them. You know I will. But I've been making a lot of other purchases lately, so I'm 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 gearing my stream up for winter. And during the winter, I'm definitely gonna fly FPV more because it's perfect for batteries. I can leave batteries out where in the summer I've got to keep them refrigerated all the time. But yeah, and I've got a whoop behind me that's 3.5 inch whoop that I'm gonna probably throw the camera on this weekend. I was waffling whether I was going to put a certain camera or not on it, and now I'm just going to put an O3 camera on it. I'm just going to just to be just quite literally, I'm just going to take the O3 out of this one, throw it in the other one, and then I'm going to take the Action 5 and fly the whoop with the Action 5. So that should be pretty cool. Um, just trying to feel the weight. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna stick this on this 3.5 inch whoop. It better for, and it's 6S, so this camera better feel like nothing, a nothing burger. It's so much weight to put on, and the Action One, the original Action, was so much lighter. But but yeah, oh, I should probably fly it with the little Insta 360. And question is, am I going to buy it? Oh crap! Oh no! I just spilled. I just spilled. Um, Action. Hold on. I'm going to have to. This is one of those times I'm going to have to take a quick break. Just be right back. All right, I'm back. Never leave your drinks sitting on. It did splash up on my keyboard just a teeny bit, so I'm praying right now and hoping that the splash went to a non a place on my keyboard without as much of a chance of it exploding it. I guess that would force me. I always put my drink on the left side, never by my computer. Oh, well, teach me a lesson. Um, yeah, we're getting back to the topic. The N3 goggles. Yes, they will be helpful. I think the N3 is going to be a great companion for the Neo for sure. And then throwing a camera, once again, throwing a camera or weighted camera. What I was trying to refer to was the Insta360 Go 3S. Throwing that on there, probably not the camera to put on there. I definitely should throw the GoPro on there, but it should fly the GoPro. It should be a problem. I mean, a fairly large airframe here with a 6S battery. Yeah, it should be any problem. Just put a little weight perspective there. We'll be good. We'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm actually excited. It should be a really easy switchover because this is literally the same part that um, another one of my quads has. So so that's the same part. So it shouldn't be a problem. But that's got to happen. Okay, I got another project. I want to. Hey, East Coast, how you doing? Let me show you this project, East Coast. You won't be surprised with this one. Sorry for like I said, sorry for the delay. This is actually something that I'm surprised I didn't do earlier. But there it is. There's the master air screw stealth crops for the for the Avata 2. There we go. So yes, you knew it was coming. It says upgrade. So yes, Master Air Screw is saying that yes, if you put these props on this drone, it's an upgrade. Can you believe it? Do you think that's going to be an upgrade? Gosh, they look like the same exact props. Should I take one out just to yeah? Let's look at it. Let's not mess around here. So I need to see one of these next to the other prop just to see if there's any difference. Oh yeah, they're different. Okay. We've got a four-bladed prop instead of a three-bladed prop. So there it is. There is the official unveiling of the four four-bladed prop. Yes, Possum. I've already got a printer coming. I'll tell you what I got coming. I did get a printer, a decent one. It'll be a lot of fun. I need something fun for the winter. So, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? What do you think about that right there? Should it fly better? It's definitely a more raked prop. It's got one extra, it should be louder if anything, but pretty interesting in that. But yeah, there we go. So this is the Master Air Screw Stealth prop for the Avata 2. Is it yeah, it's a little bit thinner. It feels more, like aerodynamic, I guess. Um there's the side view, the side rake, but it's definitely much more curved at the angle of attack. So there it is right there. So we're gonna put those on. I should definitely fly those this weekend. That's an easy one to do. I'm really not I don't see credit. It says I'll be trying a point 0.6 millimeter nozzle instead of a point 0.4. Why? Um, you just ordered yours in black? Yeah, I almost got the black ones. Um, the black ones are cool. I mean, I just I've now any of my stealth props or my add-on props have always been red. So I'm one of those people that does stuff the same way all the time. Like for sure the the my standard props are always replacement orange. So if you even look at the Neo, if I show you if I show you my Neo, I'm pretty consistent. So there we go. There's the Neo props. So I am into the orange thing for sure. Yeah. So that gives me a little bit of a, of a reputation there. Little orange. Just for some reason, the orange goes cool with this. Kind of like definitely has the Halloween feel to it, doesn't it? Really having fun with this. I did do some video. Um, I did record some video with some of the features. I really haven't done anything yet with it. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take it out with my e-bike and throw it in my backpack and do some shots that way, probably. But yeah, same props. So interesting to see if Master Airstrew comes out with a four-bladed prop for the Neo. So, but that was mostly an aesthetic change. So you're waiting for your Gemfran D51.5 to come in for your Neo, Yeah, this Neo's been fun. So this will be a nice little. Okay, so I did tell you what this stream was. I was going to talk about printers, but I wanted to get all the drone stuff out of the way. So I've got a couple of projects. No, I don't have an Air 3S coming. Um, I think I'm gonna stick around for the '04 gear coming out. I a couple of years ago I was like, all right, I've got to do at least a 50-50 on my GPS versus my uh my my FPV gear. And then with DJI I can sit in the middle, with with stuff. So I get the best of all worlds, with DJI. And I'm still a huge fan of DJI. Now, there's some scary stuff happening still. I mean, I know um there's some more Chinese spying allegations coming out, and those are only going to make it worse for DJI. Um Now the spying had to do with the election, but this interference, the spying and the interference there's going to be retaliation. So I'm just worried that the retaliation is going to be aimed more at DJI and other Chinese companies. Maybe some kind of a tariff. Who knows? But Protopasta recommends point 0.6 nozzle for their metal infused filaments. They seem to print fine with '04. We'll see what happens. Uh, Possum, what are you printing with right now? And then yeah, you show me yours and then I'll show you mine. Hey Lee, how you doing? Hi guys, how you guys doing, man? Crap, it's 3 o'clock, not even 3 o'clock, and all you guys are jumping on, man. This is great. This could be a really fun stream. I'm getting stoked for the printing thing because the printing goes with the drones. And I'm upscaling my printing because I'm basically coming from really not very sophisticated. This thing is a workhorse and it can print anything without bed adjustment. It was probably one of the best buys I've ever made. I have quickly printed so many things on that thing. You can just throw it in there, hit play, and it just goes. But I want to do more larger build items, and I do have an Ender 3 um, V2 that I have access to that's at work, but it's mine. But it's just such a crappy printer. And there have been so many things happening since that. I'm actually thinking about getting two printers. I've got one of them it's coming is going to be an experimental printer. So let's see, what do you got there? Let's see, PD. Hey PD. Yeah, but you still be able to fly eSheen. Hey Aaron, thank you for popping in. Hey, let's moderate Aaron here. Let's add him as a moderator. We'll make him a standard moderator. Thank you. Hey, OBS has actually improved their um has actually improved their oops, standard moderator. And okay. Should I be able to go out like that? I have no idea. We'll see. Let's see what happens, Aaron. We just blue wrenched Aaron, so we just want to make sure everything goes good. Ender 3 S1. Oh, yeah, that's a good printer. I definitely looked at that. I actually been looking at a bunch of things. Kai actually showed me some printers, and there's a lot of really good, like they're getting close to being industrial, but I can't just go that far. So there's two printers out right now that everybody is raving about, and they're on sale. Okay, and those are the ones that I put up. You got this one right here, this one right, not this one. That's not the one. The sorry, let me get the correct one up. The A1 is what we're talking about here. So let me just go to the A1. That's this thing right here. Now, if you put it into your cart and you put all of the things together for the A1, because I'm definitely going to go color. It's just too much fun, and it's too easy right now to do. It's the price is right now. They're trying to put these things in our hands. Um, so this is one of the printers I was wanting to do. I hear they're not great with TPU. I really am thinking about printing larger items, but I think they do TPU just fine. I'm actually I didn't get this printer. I should have. This was the one that everybody said, "Hey, if you're stupid if you don't get this one. This one's out of the box, no brainer for a color printer." Okay, and if you do the combo, it's more. It's 449. So this is the combo price. And then you add it to the cart, and then they hit you. Then you go to checkout, and then they add the tax onto it. It gets to be over $500. Okay. And then this is the new thing that they did is they added this printable mounting gadget so you can make it vertical. And I did not go that way, but I should have because if you look at the space that I have, it's very small because this is where it's going to go. I'm going to make it work here. Whatever shows up in the box is going to have to fit here, and I think it will. Because this takes up, I've got it sideways, it takes up a lot of space. This one will still be here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, where I'm going to put it, but it comes with the nice textured build plate cover where you just flip it up and it pops off. It's super portable. It probably could just stick it, just fold it up because this over here folds up. But I always keep this loaded with TPU ready to go just in case I have to print something. So bamboo, and Kai already knows I didn't buy bamboo. So Kai already knows that I always make a different decision when I go with one thing. I really go with another thing. But there's a reason why I went with the other printer. And it isn't as good as this for a lot of reasons. I watched a lot of videos. I'm glad people make review videos. I'm going to do my own review video because I think people need to know what I think because I'm not there's lots of all the tech guys that do just printers. Um, they pretty much, you know, have a certain expectation. Well, my expectation is different than a lot of people. I might be very surprised and happy with this thing, or I might be dissatisfied with it. But this thing has got a great. I actually, Kai, I actually was thinking about buying this P1S. This was the printer that was going to show up. This was the one that I really, really, really should have bought. This one has multicolor. It's encased. It does everything. And you can get one for 750 right now. Okay, so this is a $750 multicolor, multimedia printer with all kinds of really good qualities. So this was the one I actually almost pulled the trigger on, but it's $750. And I know you're like, dude, I just spent 1,100 bucks on a bike, but a bike's fun and I get to ride it most, in the sun and it gets me outside. The printer makes me sit on my butt and I get fat. This to me, hold on here. I got to share my screen. I'm not sharing it. Sorry, guys. This is what I'm looking at right here. This is the Bamboo Labs P1S 3D. Okay. This is, to me, the best printer that anybody that ever wanted a printer should get because you can print anything with it, pretty much. And it has, temperature control. It has the multiple spool system. It has the maker site, all the things that people like. There's so many advantages, but it's really expensive. Now you could just buy the printer and then add on the AMS system. Okay. So you could, just fork out the 549 and get printer, and then, come back later and add AMS to it. Okay. So it is a great printer. The build size, just I'm almost thinking that this is probably what a lot of small production people buy. So 256 by 256, and just really nice, just totally just amazing. So this is the one I should have bought, not the smaller one. Okay, for most of us, to be quite honest, don't think I might not do this, um, because for a fact that this printer here, the Bamboo Labs A1 Mini, this thing will come on sale eventually. And this is something I would definitely consider buying as a second printer and then replace that one. So I'd have two color printers, one that would be mostly for TPU, and the one that I've got would be my PLA and multiple, um, medium printing. But I'm gonna up my printing game. I'm gonna do a little bit more than I've done. Um, Short of literally making and selling some things. I might even do that. I don't know. I've got an eye for things, and I think there are things that I could do with items, that I see have a need, and I could put in my, make a couple of bones for it, But it would definitely be a hobby. It wouldn't be anything I'd count on. But it's just pennies, rolling into pennies. But this one right here, the A1 combo is 349. So this thing is $349 in the combo, and you just can't beat that. 350 bucks. They do charge you for shipping though. And I've only heard good things about this. Just really good things. Just, maybe set it up for multiple TPU. Not that I would mix, you can't really mix TPU colors, I don't think. I don't know if anybody's done that successfully. Probably they have, but and if anybody can do it, Bamboo Labs can. So it is. It always cheaper to buy them both at the same time. It is, Lee, and it's to me, it's always about how much do I want to lay out. Now, I went cheap. And anybody knows me. I'm the guy that goes, hey, this is what I need to have. This is what I should do, and then I do something totally different. But these are great printers. Both of the ones that I'm going to show you today, or all of them I'm going to show you, are really good. And by far, the first one I showed you is the best. And what I mean by the first one is, I mean the P1S. The P1S is the best available printer for the price. And it will do, like I said, it'll do everything. So, and why I didn't buy it? I'm just cheap, I guess, or stupid, or cheap and stupid. Bamboo is getting a reputation, and they're selling their reputation. And there are other items that other companies selling printers that are now multicolor, that they're starting to add some competition to Bamboo Labs. And that's what I'm hoping for. The Chinese do a great job at competing with one another, the companies. So it really helps for us, the consumer, to get better and better stuff. Bamboo are a former DJ. Well, that's why they're good. So I did not know that, Kai. Thanks for um Kai's. Kai's got a really good printer, and he's a very practical thinker. So he's like, well, why would I want it? That's kind of with me with the printer I've got now. I'm very practical with it because I only print TPU. But the reason why I only print TPU is I can't successfully print anything else for speed, and it's just not. It's too hard to set up. The old Creality printers are so hard. I don't have any auto bed leveling. I don't have any kind of smart technology, and all the new printers that cost the same as that other one. The same as the earlier printers are are way smarter. They're way better. They are full of way more features. The slicers are better. The materials are getting more hybridized. So yeah. So this printer here is the best in my mind. It would be if Bamboo Labs could send me that printer, I would talk about them, you know, forever and tell them how wonderful it is. But I didn't buy that. I went a different store. So let's go and see where I did go. So there's another company that's got a competing color printer, and this is what I bought right here. This is the Anycubic um, or the Anycubic Cobra 3. This is what I ended up getting. The Cobra 3 is a multicolor printer. It is a company that's been around for a while. Probably, it gets a lot of crap because here's their sale. Let me show you the sale they've got here. And this is the actual printer that I got. This is the full unit right here. It comes with basically a cassette where you put all of your filaments in, and it's a dryer as well. So if you do have to want to keep your filament dry, it also is a feeder. It's an auto feeder, and you can put any spool in there. With the bamboos, you have to basically put it on the bamboo spool or get like add-on pieces. This thing, you can stick any spool in there, feed it in as long as it's round and it fits in the box. And that to me is kind of what sold me on this one. Um, Definitely not the free gift, not the exclusive camera, or the free STL files, but it's a very similar design. It has a lot of, it still has all the wireless features, and it's $100 cheaper. So, so this thing here, if you put all you know, the the kit together, and say you get a little your stuff together. Let me just see. Let me add that to cart. This thing comes out, plus they pay for shipping. It's $399. Okay. You understanding me now? $500, $400. Sometimes that extra $100 is worth spending, right? When you're just experimenting with color printing like I am, I'm going to save the $100 every day because I don't know if I'm going to want to do four color prints or two color prints, but I now have the ability to do it, and it's awesome. So I'm really excited about starting printing. It will print. It has a 300-degree print head. I think the bed is 190 degrees or 200. I think 190 or 200 degrees. So basically, it can print everything that you want to print. So, but this is the Anycubic, and if you want me to throw that, just so you can see the store, you guys can look it up. I'm just going to put that in my thing here. So there it is. There's the Anycubic. Okay, get Anycubic. I already did, and I already bought this, so it's already on the way. It's going to be here. I bought like 8 rolls of filament. I got all kinds of crap coming, guys. I'm freaking serious. I told you I am getting into printing I'm that's why my channel's called Random Tech. I am literally freaking random. And I'm excited about this. So this little cassette thing is 300 bucks by itself. This little cassette. What I should have done is bought the Pantone filament, which really is cool looking. Um, but this is the Pantone filament. I thought you could buy a creative carousel kit. They have little projects you can do. But that's that's the colors. And those are really cool. These guys are there you go. Buy it quick, buy it. But these guys are really doing a really good job at just bringing in some interesting stuff. This is not a small company. Um, and it's just got a really cool system. There's the cassette. Um, it now there's a lot of things about this one that a lot of there's a, that cause a lot of it's not perfect out of the box. It does require some kind of tinkering, and I think any printer person that prints, you need to learn to be a tinkerer and you need to learn to be a problem solver. So if there is an issue on a print, you can feed off of somebody and say, "Hey, this is what's going on. Is my Z offset? This is actually supposed to have its own an automatic Z offset setting. Everything's automatic, but all that. And it's smart sensing. It senses the different types of filament. You can change all the colors and customize everything. Yeah, like I said, it works off an app. The store is not as good as the store for Bamboo. Bamboo's got a better a better store. They've got a really good fan following, so they get a lot of product projects. But like I said, if you got a 3D printer, you got to learn how to print with it. And you can get print files from anywhere. You just have to learn how to tweak them. So, and that's really where it gets down to is your ability to want to tweak things. But that's cool. Like interstellar violet, peach fuzz, spring leaf, and tropical turquoise. That's pretty cool. And just some neat. I've seen some really neat prints. I've watched, like I said, I've really researched this printer. Um, and most people are going to steer you towards the bamboo, but you're going to pay more for it. And I think sometimes when you have a company that's trying to compete and they're willing to now, are these guys willing to do the updates? Are they going to do firmware? And that's the thing that people are complaining about. They're saying that Anycubic has not been traditionally a very you know um, like savvy at fixing things like DJI. Um, and that's why probably Bamboo is more quick to bring out firmware updates. Um, but most people have said that they do have different updates that they plan on adding to this that they're moving forward with. That this is a first generation. It's going to be perfected and made better. So the next printer that I buy is going to be maybe the next light version of this printer is going to be even better. So yeah, um I'm always saving for a new drone too. So, but yeah, I'm excited for printing. Like I said, I've been riding. I've got my bike. I'm gonna have some bike videos coming up. I'm gonna do some print videos. Talk a little bit about that because this is. I need to. This. I'm gonna do some FPV. Just nothing GPS yet. I'm not. If you want to look at the Air 3S, I think you need to go to the Idaho quadcopter or something right now. I'm not interested in that right now. I am interested, but I know I've already done Air 3. I know Air 3 is good. Um, if I were in the market, I told Kai this, if I were in the market today for an Air 3, I would just buy the Air 3. I would not buy the Air 3S. The people that are selling their Air 3s they're brand new. You can get an Air 3 for under $1,000 with the Fly More kit. Why would you spend 1,500 when you can get the same drone, less a 1-inch sensor camera, unless you want to park your drone underneath a garage? I mean, I did see um, did see Henrik do that today, which was very impressive, which is cool. That means that the technology is rolling forward. And that's great, but that's not how I'm going to fly it anyways. I'm not going to fly the drone out of my garage, go fly it somewhere, and then have it return to home and sit in my garage. That would be really nice, if but just not don't need that. Don't need to do that. That feature is great. It's great tech, but there's something better coming. Isn't that what technology is all about? The next thing, to me, it's always about the next thing. It's always about the next thing. But there it is. That's my baby right there. And they do have now. These guys do have a um, a version that's like the one I showed you. I'm gonna see if I can find it in here. They've got a ton of them. The encased ones. I can't remember which one it was, um, but yeah, filament. Yeah, those are resin 3D printers. They've got a lot of resin printers. Everybody's getting into resin printing. Um, look at the Cobra 2 Pro. Check this out. So if you're into just updating your 199, if you want to get the Cobra 3 with no bells and whistles and you're just gonna it's 289. It's under 300 bucks. So if you want to buy a small version, the Cobra 2, the Neo, so there's just so anyway, I will probably do bamboo. If I do buy a second printer, it will be a bamboo printer. Um, it's just I want to start learning, and then I can have two. There's actually somebody that I watched. He has both. He does have the bamboo printer. He has both versions, and he has one. Just like I said, one of them is set up for TPU, and the other one is set up for PLA and other other types of so soft material versus hard material, which is kind of a cool way to go about it. That's why that little printer over there is nice. I can quickly prototype something and see if it works. But there it is right there, the Cobra 3. And I'm excited for the Cobra 3. So Cobra 2 Max is on my timeline. Yeah, there's some pretty good. They're all good printers. I'm just saying, anything you buy now is going to be better than 4 years ago. So there's really not a lot in the for example, if you go to the mid generation or the previous generation where they added a lot of those auto features, the most important thing is getting a nice level bed. That is the only problem, the biggest problem. Then of course having good extruders, um, having good consistency, working with certain types of filaments, but having good software, a really good slicer. And I think that if this thing gets one of the biggest um, complaints is the slicer, but almost everybody that has had this printer longer than just a couple of days, for several months, they've been prototyping it. All of them have been able to correct, and they have created a fix for any of the problems they had, any of the like the looping or sagging or stringing, and any of the things, any gapping that happens. They've fixed all of them. Build plate issues, anything. And it's just like anything. If you're not willing to tweak, then printing is not for you. It's just, but it's getting better because Bamboo's goal, in Kai, I think said a really important thing earlier, is since DJI is basically the engineers from DJI are basically working at Bamboo. What they know is quality control. They know firmware updates. They know what people like. And they know that out of the box, people don't want a drone that's flawed. Just like people out of the box don't want to mess around with their printer. Many people are going in and 10% off for waiting. Wish I could get another 10% off. But anyway, I think you got my drift. The Cobra 3 Max. Okay. Let's look at the Cobra 3 Max. Let's see. There's let's see. There's the Cobra 3. You're waiting for is there a Max? Is that a new, let's see, I'm looking, sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not familiar with some of the, let's just go to their 3D printers. We want to go to filament kits. But anyway, Cobra 2, oh, the Cobra 2 Max, you mean, yeah. Cobra 2 Plus, Cobra 3. So what's the Cobra 2 Max? It's because of the big, I see, you want the extended bed. I understand what's going on. You want the bigger build area, which I totally understand. So this is the Cobra 2 Max. And the bed, yeah, it's 420 by 420, 420 by 420. Yeah, it's 420 by 420 by 500. Bam. So yeah, so you get this for build volume, build size. Um, so pretty cool, actually. I like that. So that is now that's what do those run? Let's see. Those are 429. So you're basically paying for that, like I said, that larger bed. So you go um, from two, 260 to 420. That's a big difference. So yeah, I believe you're saying. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying now. You're saying that the Cobra 3 obviously is going to be extended, made bigger. Absolutely. And one of the things that I heard, okay, here, let me get to, I thought I got you guys moderated. All right. So if you don't get moderated now, I'll moderate you guys in a little bit here. But thought I did that. But so just be patient with me. We'll get you in there. Um, but yeah, so wow, there's two adjustment screws on there. But that is a big old build volume. But that's, when you're looking to make stuff, and I mean, crap, you'd have to have a giant box fill. But anyways, what I was saying is there's that filament box, that filament dryer. They actually are, their goal is to being able to incorporate that into all of their different filaments. So this is an example how the filament box would work really good with that printer or with a Cobra 3. Okay, so the filament box actually allows you to manufacture stuff, like say you're going to do that something large like this, and you're going to use gray for the whole thing. You can fill that filament box with 6 gray spools, and it will go from filament spool to filament spool to filament spool. So you basically have 6 spools of gray. So if you have a big print, that thing will do all 6 prints, or all six. It will use all 6 filament boxes to make that print. So it has a lot of volume to be able to cover something like that, which really makes it really cool. So yeah, so now obviously if they went with a 3 Max, that would be something which I'm sure I mean, there's got to be, if there's demand for a 2 Max, there's demand for a 3 Max. Um, I guess one thing I'd be interested trying would be resin printing, but I just don't have a place to do it. You have to have a location, a place to do resin printing. You got the Pro. What's the Cobra 2 Plus? I'm trying to think of what the build size for that is. 400, 320, 320. So that's a mid version, and that's 329. So the Plus gives you just a little bit more build volume, but that's a pretty good size. That's a pretty good size build. Your hot ends are replaceable. These can incorporate a camera and all that. And yes, you can access the build camera. This one will have a web camera on it. I'm looking forward to it. I guess they don't have a time lapse on the webcam. Um, but I think most of us just look in from time to time. So it's click, let's see how it looks. Looks good, print looks good, and then record. Come in about an hour later, check it out, and then you just put those together, those those look-ins. So anyway, yeah, so I did go with the Anycubic. It is coming. If you're interested in the Halloween sale, yes, the Halloween sale is a really good bargain. $289 for the Cobra, the Cobra 3, 250 by 250 by 260. It is a smaller build size. Um, but for what I do, it's pretty good start. And then they, like I said, that print head, hopefully they stick it on a max. And then you just take your gear for your Cobra 3 and you just swap it over. Take your dry box and just connect it up. That would be cool. Save yourself 300 bones. But anyway, color printing is just, it just gives you that next, it just gives us that next level. So, all right. That was the stream for today. And the remember, I'm going to be throwing these four-bladed props on that little bad boy right there. And of course, Master Air Screw promises us that it'll be so much quieter. It says upgrade, that's all it says. So I doubt it's going to be much of any upgrade, but maybe it is. Maybe they surprise us this time. There is definitely a difference in prop shape. It does have one extra prop. So I don't know if that's going to make it better because it's already pretty good. So if it does make it better, I'll let you know. I'm like, whoa, wait a second, you know? So that is my little project coming up, is adding those master air screw props to that Avata 2. And then, of course, getting my Action 5 and getting the camera for the O3 onto the Pavo 35. So it will be a good project for sure. But I'm excited. I'm excited to 3D print. I'm very like just in need of just some fun things, you know. Let's add a new thing to the already fun set of things I already got going on. I mean, it's really going to be great. I go out and fly the Neo with the e-bike. I can come in, I can, throw the props on the FPV, or I can go and print something. I am really excited. I'm stoked that I've got some choices in what I do on a weekly basis and what you guys see. And hopefully, maybe we can create some really cool accessories and some really cool add-ons that make our quads just that much more fun to fly, you know? Let's print our own props. Oh, could you imagine that? Just flying around, freaking little freaking prop dust. No, it's not a good way to make props. Resin print. That's how you want to make props. Resin print them. Those things would be freaking killer. So, oh, look at Possum there. Look at Possum. Oh man, yeah. If you have not, please hit the thumb. I would greatly appreciate you if you would do that. If you would kindly hit the thumb, that would be great. And of course, if you don't know what a thumb looks like, that's what it looks like. Something like that. That's actually a Facebook thumb. Do they even have thumbs anymore over there? But yeah, so a lot of cool projects. And yeah, and of course the Neo. Okay, of course the absolute fun. Um, the Neo is going to have a companion very soon, and those companion goggles are going to make flying just that much more cool. I'm interested in a very guys, if those things are low cost and better. Now, I don't know. I don't think they can be better than the. I really don't. The design of the goggles 3 are so comfortable. I can't imagine it becoming better because it's not. I'm not fighting with anything on my face. What we need is an alternative to the goggle system where people with glasses can, bringing basically back the V1 and V2 style goggles. I think the FPV guys, you know, are really going to appreciate a goggle that they can hopefully fly O3 with. That's a question. Can you fly O3 with that thing? Can you fly Vista with these? No, no, we can't. You can't do that. You're not allowed. So, uh, but anyway, so thank you guys. I really appreciate you. I'm trying to see here if, yeah, let me just look really quick. Let's just quickly look at the specs, and I think because we're going to look at those specs again probably next Tuesday, because we'll probably have a working goggle out in people's hands by then. Um, so let's look at some of the spec offerings here. Immersive flight experience. Yeah, that's what goggles do. 1080p ultra wide, O4 transmission. Okay, AR cursor, a little bit of sparring going on about that, about the AR, point and click thing. I just like to go through the menu. It's just as easy. I would say the operating time battery thing is definitely going to be a step up. That was the biggest problem with the Integras. Integras were great goggles. I can't tell you they were terrible. I can't tell you they weren't really good. I can't tell you that they weren't better than there. Got to empty my trash, guys. That's just part of my personality. Okay. Yeah, I want to empty that. Okay. But yeah, that was about the only thing. Let's see, integrated design. No pressure on your face for a comfortable fit. Balanced overall weight of goggles. One tap defogging. I like that. You know what would be really cool? I like that one tap idea. That is actually pretty cool. Now, one tap, how about bang bang or bang? It defogs and then the fan goes down. So every so often you can just crank it just when you need it. Let's see, DJI goggles in 3 full 1080, 54 degree field of view. Low latency, stable transmission. We'll hear Mads Tech version of that. You can transmit to a phone, but it's not a Bluetooth connection. It's a cable connection, which I think people are okay with. 60 megabits per second. Um, Panorama video playback. Oh, that's kind of cool. So basically, you can watch your own videos through your goggles. That's kind of cool through SD card. We can kind of do that already, right? It says a fully charged DJI goggles N3 can last through 13 DJI Neo batteries. Oh, Neo batteries. Oh, that's not very long. The Neo batteries, they're good. They're actually pretty good. I think we've got 6 minutes out of a Neo battery. So, guys, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. So, anyway, I'm looking forward to them. I'm hoping that these things are amazing. They fit nice and we love them, And I want people to love these things because I want more people, i.e., Kai Friedrichsen, to come back to DJI. Kai, please come back to DJI. You need to come back. Come back, Kai. Come back to DJI. Leave Walksnail, please. Just leave him behind. Come back. He won't. He won't. But is there anything else new? I want to see if there's anything else. I Most of this stuff is just garbage from the release 30th. So we got just a few days right before Halloween. That'll be cool to see. So yeah, and I'll get an Action 5 up for you guys too. So I think this was the one today where, he's using now the thing is he's using the motion controller. Nobody likes that. So nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to take the motion controller out so they can set up their goggles because that's literally what you'd have to do. So here, let me get it. I don't know if I've got my friends moderated here that popped in today. It really bugs me when I can't set things up for you guys. So let me just do that really quick. So I get you guys in there. There's another CG. Appreciate it. And I don't know why standard moderator. It didn't let me push this. Oh, you know what's going on over here? I gotta widen out I know what's going on. I have to widen out the field of view there. That's what I got to do. Let me just try this now. Let's go here. Who else? Aaron. We got to get Aaron moderated. Let's go here. Yeah, that's what I was last. Okay, now we got it. All right. My save button was covered up because I didn't have my um yeah, so OBS does allow you to have the full control of your moderating of your stream. So that's cool. That's really cool. Gosh, OBS has done some really amazing things. So very, very cool. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think I'm done for the day. We've got, like I said, we've got some things to look forward to. And I definitely am excited to share my printing experience with you guys. And yeah, I think we finally are out. We've got Christmas coming. We've got some great products. Guys, I am totally in on the on the Insta360 uh Insta360 what do you call that thing? Pro 2 thing. Anyway, I'm totally in on that camera. There's just so many things to kind of to to remember here. But I do think that Insta360 camera is cool. I think both Kai and I were what's this? Dear old people stop texting, calling me unless someone was in an ambulance. All right, it's enough of that. Oh, I love action. It's so much fun to look through those. There were some funny things that went through today. It was just uh very just laughing out loud pretty much. So just so much the memes out there are just so creative. So, but what the heck here? Here. Okay, I think I got you guys. Hey, thank you too for have you guys have a great weekend too. And I just want to double check a couple things. Anyway, I think that's it. I think you got to know when to say when. Um, Dumping votes. So yeah, more of that. Oh my, there's gonna be so much garbage coming up. So, but yeah, guys, a lot of fun, ton of great things coming out, and I think that's it. I think that's all we need to hit today. So have a great weekend. I think that's the way we should end it. Bye.